Anyone? I do too. Really not a big fan of anything they've been doing, but in particular, really hate the way that they have been targeting trans people. I don't know about you guys, but I've been hearing a lot of rhetoric, and at least for me personally, has not been working on me. So like, for example, they'll be like, that's a man in a dress, like that's supposed to scare me, and I'm like, yeah, I've been to church. They're like, no, you don't understand, that's a predator, and I'm like, again. I have a lot of trans friends, if this isn't clear, it'd be a little crazy if I was up here, like, I've never met a trans person in my life. I have a lot of trans friends, and that means I have the misfortune of having known some of them before they came out, which means that I know their dead names. And I feel like knowing a trans person's dead name is a lot like knowing the worst slur in the world. But it's also literally just Derek, which, to be fair, is a pretty insulting name to be called, even if you're not trans. I am, besides being an ally, as Shelby has revealed, also bisexual. Usually that's more of a surprise, right? Like, you shouldn't clock it from the neon yellow eyeshadow. For a long time, though, I didn't know if I was bisexual. Not like because I didn't have thoughts, but rather because I would like meet bisexual women, and they would be like, I'm bisexual, and I would be like, me too, and they would be like, I'm afraid of having sex with women, and I would be like, oh yeah, me too, man. Yeah, exactly. I didn't understand what there was to be afraid of. Like, it's a vagina, it's not a garbage disposal, you know? You don't have to worry about having your fingers inside it when it gets turned on. The thing is, though, this was like the Tumblr era, right? So, like, these same girls were talking about how all of the stereotypes about bisexual women applied to them. And, like, stop me if you guys know this one, but there's one very big stereotype about bisexual women, which is that, our default hand pose is our finger guns, right? And I was like, all right, hang on. So you're afraid of having sex with women, but your default hand position is this? Like, what would we use this for? And then on top of that, there's another stereotype, which is that, like, bisexual women all work in coffee shops. That one's even crazier, because then it's like, okay, so you're afraid of having sex with women, but you spend your day grinding beans? Being bisexual, I will say, it's a little annoying because people always assume that you're dating a man, which is, it's a really fucked up thing to just assume about someone. It's true, of course, but it's not like I didn't want to date women, right? Like, I was so excited to go off to college because everyone was like, yeah, all women in college are a little bit gay, unless you go to UMass Amherst, apparently. Yeah, should have gone to Smith, it turns out. But I mean, because I was there, every time I did run into an actual lesbian, I would get, like, way too excited about it. And I would react like a horny straight guy, Like, oh, you're a lesbian? I'm somewhat of a lesbian myself. I did, of course, have the unfortunate reality of trying to date men in college. And I do mean try, because they don't make it easy. One date in particular was really memorable. I was on a date with this guy. He was a bee scientist. And we're sitting across from each other on this first date. And he goes, when we fuck, you'll have to wear a bee suit. Exactly. Like, whoa. Like, when we fuck, we're being, like, awfully presumptuous here. Anyways, we were back in my place. We were a little bit buzzed. And that's when I discovered he's in fact a little too into bees. By which I mean he keeps saying, whatever you say, honey, and then rubbing his hands together like this. And so I'm like, all right, I really don't like this. I need to ask you to leave. And, like, to his credit, this straight man does get up and leave. He says, of course, my queen, and kind of... But then I'm standing alone in my place, and I realize, fuck, now there's no one to unzip the bee suit. The worst part is this whole time it's been really itchy, and I'm like, great, I'm breaking out into hives. It was actually syphilis, but, like... Let me tell you guys about this party I went to. That's right, I get invited to parties, I know. And like, as you can infer, I'm like pretty woke, right? And my buddy comes up to me and is like, hey, I want to introduce you to my friend. It uses its pronouns. And like, I'm always gonna respect someone's pronouns. I admittedly don't always get it. Like with its pronouns, I'm like, hang on, if you wanted a gender where you're treated like an object and not like a real person, there is already kind of a gender for that. But so I get talking with it, right? And the most shocking thing about it is that it fucks. And like it, like constantly. And it's regaling me of its, you know, sexual escapades. And it tells me about this time that it had a threesome with, you know, 2 beautiful women, except it had run out of lube from all the fucking. And so it's like looking around its house trying to figure out a suitable alternative, and it decided on some Aveeno body lotion. I know. And you're like, how could this get any worse? It put the lotion on its skin and it got the hose again. Let it marinate. This whole time I have not told you its name. And that's because I think it's very funny, both it and it. So you guys know with non-binary people how they tend to pick like fun names. I thought for sure that it was going to be named Pennywise, right? Do you want to know what its name actually was?
What?
Derek.